SpaceX's test launch of its Starship rocket exploded into a fiery crash, or as Elon Musk calls that, pulling a Twitter. Ground Control thinks it blew up after 3 rockets failed to ignite, although since this was Texas, it might have been shot out of the sky after accidentally flying over the lawn of an 85-year-old white man who mistook it for an intruder. More on that later. BuzzFeed is closing its BuzzFeed News operation. The announcement was made by BuzzFeed CEO Jonah Peretti in a company memo entitled 15 of the Coolest Reasons I Can No Longer Continue to Fund BuzzFeed. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Dick Durbin has asked Chief Justice John Roberts to testify before Congress in early May about Clarence Thomas's gifts from billionaire Harlan Crow. But when you think about it, Thomas and Crow are a perfect match. Harlan has absolutely no business before the court, and Clarence has absolutely no business being on the court. Dick Durbin, by the way, is also who Clarence Thomas told Anita Hill was his favorite porn star. Dick Durbin. Different guy, not the senator, the porn star. In Kansas, a 16-year-old boy knocked on the wrong door, and the 84-year-old man living there shot him in the head. The old man was white, the young boy was black, so obviously we need to have a serious conversation in this country about race. And then in upstate New York, a 20-year-old girl drove up the wrong driveway, and the homeowner fired 2 shots at the car from his porch and killed her. She was white, and he was white. So maybe in addition to race, we need to have a serious conversation about driving up the wrong driveways. People who make driveways need to post signs that read, "Are you sure this is your driveway?" We need to have a serious conversation about race and driveways in this country. Then 2 Texas cheerleaders were shot when they opened the wrong car door in a supermarket parking lot. Okay, so in addition to a serious conversation about race, as well as a serious conversation about driving up the wrong driveways, here in America, we need to have a serious, heartfelt conversation about cheerleaders in supermarket parking lots thinking that's their car, but it isn't. We need to speak to the auto companies and figure out a way to make cars more recognizable to their cheerleaders. How many more cheerleaders must be shot because they mistook someone else's car for their own? So we need to have a serious conversation in this country about that. And then in North Carolina, a 6-year-old was seriously wounded after her basketball rolled onto a neighbor's front lawn and that neighbor opened fire. So obviously, we need to have a serious conversation in this country about lawns and making them ball resistant. And, there's a lot of blame to spread around here. Balls should also be manufactured to prevent themselves from rolling onto someone else's lawns. And, there are a lot of serious conversations to be had this week. But I think that covers everything, right? Race, driveways, cars, balls, and lawns. I guess that covers everything. Did I forget anything? No, that's it. I think I've covered all the reasons innocent Americans keep getting shot. So we should move on.